Welcome to Ethereum's Cat Meeting 88. The first item listed here is related to Ethereum network upgrades. So last week, we had a successful upgrade for Grey Glacier. And after Grey Glacier out of the way, we are back on track for the merge upgrade. Sepolia merge announcement is added to the agenda. So Ethereum Foundation has announced the merge date for the Sepolia testnet. Sepolia is the second of 3 public testnet. We did Dropstone testnet earlier in June, and then Sepolia is planned, and there would be one more combination, Garley and Prater. So for Sepolia, TTD is decided, and we are expecting the network will transition to proof of a stake somewhere around July 6th, that is tomorrow. If people want to track, there is a website, https://bodl.wtf, where they can keep track of active hash rates and when the merge is going to happen. Post-merge, Sepolia will have a permissioned validator set like existing proof of authority testnet. However, Garley, which is at present is a proof of authority testnet, that will be maintained as an open validator set post-merge. So that's one important difference between the present testnet and the post-merge testnet, especially for Sepolia and Garley. Most of the testnets, other than these two, are supposed to be deprecated. You would also find a blog post on Ethereum Foundation where they have mentioned it in detail, what is the plan for deprecating other testnets related to Ethereum. So for app developer, it is highly recommended that switch to either Sepolia or Garley if you're running up any of your app on present Ethereum testnet. So that's about the merge upgrade, the planning. Next is new initiative. Obviously, it is not new because we have been discussing it for past few weeks, but we are still working towards it. The first one listed here is ECH GitHub backup and YouTube backup. I remember having a group chat initiated with some conversation around it. I don't know if we reached to any conclusion. William Sharp, do you have any updates on that? I'm sorry to put you on stop. I don't see ZK Doof on the call, and I was wondering if there are any updates.
About YouTube backup on Arweave?
That's right.
I don't remember actually, so I'll try and get back in touch with him just because I don't remember.
Okay, not a problem. Yeah, my bad. I should have tried reaching him last week, but I missed. So yeah, we can continue conversation in the group chat and let's see if we can make progress in this direction. The next one listed here is Ethereum Cat Herder's website contributor. Basically, this is about the GitPoApp. So GitPoApp team has shared this information that minting is now live for us. Like anyone who has ever contributed to Ethereum Cat Herders, they would be able to mint a POAP. I have added the link to the agenda, so please check it out, check your eligibility, and if you are eligible, you can mint it. There is no transaction fee required for this. Minting is free. So that's good. And they are also maintaining a list of people who have already minted the POAP from there. So you would be there as a contributor to Ethereum Cat Herders. Moving on, the next one is events and hackathon. EF research team, they generally try to host a Reddit AMA once in about 6 months. And The next one they have planned on July 7th at 1 p.m. UTC. I have added the link to Reddit AMA. So there at 1 p.m. UTC, if you join the link that I have shared here, you would be able to post your questions and Foundation's research team will be there to answer your questions. So take advantage of this opportunity to hear directly from the researchers of Ethereum. Next one is ECC. So ECC 5 is planned during July 19th to 21. We have received a certain request. Actually, it's not a request. There are people who would be visiting to the event, and I'm wondering if people would be interested to have a discussion channel to maybe coordinate to get to different events, not only for ECC, but for any future events, like anyone from the cat address, they are going there and they would like to meet other people. What do people think generally about having separate channel for this discussion?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, right. I mean, generally we find someone drops a message in our general channel or some other channel that I'm going to such and such event. If anyone is joining, would like to meet up. So I'm thinking in that direction. Let's see if we get more interest and we can maybe able to create a channel for separate coordination. But for this ECC especially, I would like to share an information that was shared by GitPoep team that they are co-hosting a DAO and builder event on 20th. So if anyone for cat herders wanted to be added to the guest list, let me know and I can communicate with the team or maybe put you in touch with the team. So they be added to the list. So that is one other reason I find that it would be better that people may be able to directly communicate, share the information that they would like to share about any particular event and any of the cat herders. If you are going, you can definitely talk about cat herders and be a part of the events there. The next one is Dappcon 6. We all know that Dappcon is planned in Bogota this year. Today is the last day for applying for a speakers application. They have also announced an experimental on-chain ticket auction and raffle. I'm going to share a link here in the chat for that. So this year they will be holding a pre-sale for auction and raffle for the first Dappcon 6 passes. Both this auction and raffle will take place on Arbitrum, a layer 2 roller that settles on Ethereum mainnet, and they will be accepting payments in form of ETH. So if you are visiting there, you're looking for some passes, you haven't bought the ticket yet, this is another opportunity to get passes and maybe able to experiment with the layer 2 solutions for Ethereum mainnet, Arbitrum in specific. Any question, comments so far? All right, maybe we can move forward. The next item is ECH updates. First one is ECH website. So I haven't been seeing a lot of work in this repository. So I'm trying to have some trainees to maybe engage them to solve the issues there, like the request, those we are updating there to maybe able to keep our website up to date with all information about upgrades, because right now there are a lot of information that can be added. So yeah, anyone interested, that would be really helpful. I'm particularly in touch with one guy, but like he's into very early stages, and let's see if it works out, then I'll try to update the website as soon as possible. Other than that, the next one is ECH Engineering. We are still need for Ruby Dev. We haven't received any application so far. EIP Bot and EIP-V. I don't know if there is anything new to be shared from the cat herders team, but I'm aware that Sam Wilson has also created a new bot. More information on this is available on the EIP editors channel. So you can check out the link over there and see if that's helpful. But yeah, I see Jose on the call. Jose, do you think you have any further updates for this particular item that you would like to share?
Yeah. A question. Is the EIP bot is going to be, I would say, I don't know how to say it polite, but it's going to be eliminated now there is another bot? Or, I mean, it's worth, the question is worthful to keep working on that? I have managed to do some progress with the testing. I actually contact Alita, I guess that is mentioned, and I have a brief, you know, soft conversation about the testing the bot with her. And well, I managed to, as I said, to get some progress around, but I don't know if it's gonna be, is the bot is not gonna be, I may be confused. I mean, is the bot is gonna be useful? I mean, is worth to keep working on it or just stop? I mean, I know that the testing has been a nightmare. Coding was okay, but the testing has been, to get the proper environment is not clear. But well, I have made some progress finally, but I don't know if it's gonna be, you know, painful to keep working on it or just contact Sam and try to work in the new bot. I mean, I don't want to be redundant, you know, or at least not me. I don't want the ECH engineering group to be redundant, pulling and trying to merge PR for a bot that is not going to be used anymore. I guess that's the point. That's it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I mean, this is really good to hear that you were able to contact Alita and you made some progress on the setting up the testing environment that we were looking for the TypeScript bot, that is EIP bot. As of now, it is not clear that we would not be using the EIP bot. So I would consider that it will still be helpful for the process, the present process that we are following for standardization. However, there are certain discussion going on to change the process specifically for core EIPs. So it is possible that core EIPs may start following a little different process. Having said that, my assumption is the current EIP bot will not be redundant. It may not be used for core EIPs, but there are other EIPs of different category of a standard track. So we will be using it for other EIPs standardization process. At least that is my understanding. However, it would be nice to have this question asked in the next EIP meeting so we can collect input from the team who are working towards developing this new process, as well as collecting feedback from EIP editors. So that will give us a better picture of whether or not we should be moving ahead in this direction, in the direction of updating the EIP bot.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I hope that that's helpful.
Yeah. Thank. Sorry for interrupt. I just saw that you have finished. No, that's okay. Yeah, it's clear. I mean, anyway, I will try to contact Sam. He's always very willing and open to communicate as usual. And yes, indeed, this is an excellent point for the agenda of the next EIP meeting. That's fair. I will keep working. I just don't want that the ECH engineering group, in a way, for the considering the bot, we just, you know, get to the point that we are redundant. If we need to contribute with the next bot, I mean, that's fine. That's always the way. I mean, we keep moving forward and keep pushing, but it's clear. Thank you.
Right. So I tried to check with Sam Wilson. He said that he may have limited, visibility for the TypeScript bot. However, he is interested to help out if someone is willing to take out the Rust bot, the EIP bot. So yeah, I mean, you're always welcome to reach out to any of the EIP editors, and they are really helpful. So I hope we continue working in this direction and we have this EIP engineering team alive. When in future we get new bot, we may add our contribution to that. Well, thank you so much for your patience and being here to continue on the present part.
No problem. Thank you. We're here to contribute and support. That's okay.
Awesome. The next item is learn to earn. As mentioned in the last meeting, we are at a point that we may expect very few things to be finished before the launch of the app. Just that the developer who was working on the Learn to Earn project may have limited bandwidth for the month of June, but we are expecting him to be back in the month of July. So we'll keep updating on the progress. Yesterday, we could not have the meeting because of 4th of July. We hope to have the meeting again on the coming Monday. So yeah, anyone interested to follow may check out our GitHub repository for the progress. The next sub-item is Cat Blazer. So it's about ECH podcast. We released the podcast version of PEEP on merge related talk with different clients, and we hope to continue working on that. Thanks to Zikidoof on continuously pushing episodes on podcast for cat holders. On ECH operations, I guess the next all wallet dev meetings will be planned in a few weeks from now. We have added the recording from the last meeting, and Zikidoof mentioned that he would be in touch with the organizing team, and whenever the meeting is planned, we will try to have the recording available. All right, the next one is EIP's Insight. I have added a link to the month of June Insight in the agenda. For July, so far, we have received only one ERC as draft, that is EIP 5185 NFT updatable metadata extension that is merged. And the other EIP 5133, which was specially for pushing up the difficulty bomb, which got deployed with the Great Glacier upgrade, has been moved to final. So this is early days of July. We hope to get more updates in the coming weeks. For PEEP and EIP, this week we have planned 2 PEEPs, one with Prismatic Lab, and another one is with Nethermind team. So Nethermind team, we could not have the last meeting because of the conflict. So we are expecting Tomas Tanja to be joining us and discussing about Nethermind, the merge preparation, and what to expect post-merge from this EL client. And tomorrow we have a meeting with Portals and Terence to talk about Prismatic Lab. Prisma is a consensus layer client that is currently a beacon chain client, and we are hoping to know more about what they have got to share for users post-merge. There are more merge-related PEEP planned. Please check out the schedule that is added to the agenda. Anyone has any question, comment so far? All right, moving ahead, the next one is meeting notes and action items for ECH. We have received notes for all meeting except CL meeting. I'll try to follow up with this new resource. This is the first time, maybe he may be having some difficulty, but we'll try to follow up and get the notes available as soon as possible. There are two maybe action item or points where we can collect thoughts from this group coming up from the EIP IP meeting. As I was mentioning about the change of process for core EIP, there is a working document created by Timbeko, in which we have listed a couple of proposals and pros and cons of those proposals. So it will be really nice to share it with community and collect some feedback, what they think about it, like which proposal would be good to be further flashing up, and maybe have it in future for core EIPs. So I have added the link to this working document for people interested in the standardization process of core EIPs. Please check out. And if you have any comments, suggestion, thoughts, you can always drop your comments on EIP editors channel or even on general channel of Ethereum Cat Herders Discord, or else reach us on EIP IP meeting. There is another proposal by Micah for one-time NFT sale of unused EIP numbers. It's quite an interesting proposal, and it seems like many people from the community are interested and are in favor of having this one-time NFT sale for unused EIP numbers. So please check out the link added here, and if you have thoughts, feel free to share and leave it as a comment there. Other than that, we had 3 different community meetings. One is URL URI standard working group meeting. The next one is planned on July 11th, I believe. The agenda is added here. So this is about standardization of URL and URI standard. Currently, the group is looking into 2 proposals, and discussion is going around that. You can find the link in the agenda. And yes, if you're interested in these 2 proposals or have suggestions or have a proposal which is a little different but in the similar direction, feel free to join the meeting, and the event is added to Ethereum Cat Herders Discord. Other than that, we have EIP Editors Apprentice meeting next Tuesday. Recording from the last meeting is added here. And recently there is a new community call started, which is called KZZ Ceremony Breakout Call, in which the team who are working for KZZ development, like the protocol development, they are joining on a call, sharing their thoughts and sharing progress in this direction. So it will be really interesting to follow the recording. This is a research related call. And if you are interested to learn about what's going on in this direction, please follow the recording. It's available on Ethereum's Cat Herder YouTube. We are very close to the end of the agenda. The last item listed here is review of outstanding action items from previous meeting. Excuse me. From meeting 87, no action item are there. Only decision is mentioned about proceeding with having backup for YouTube, and that's all. Yeah, that concludes the meeting for today. Anything else that anyone would like to bring up? I remember having a conversation, I don't know if this is the right time, about the security thing, right? What was that? Emergency guideline. I don't know. William, is this something that you would like to discuss here or share?
I'm not sure what you mean. Supreet, who I worked on with that, was just looking to see if there's something going on in the cat herders that he'd be able to collaborate on.
Okay, that is interesting. So I remember this tweet by Supreet Gupta. He shared the progress, I believe, in a form of a Twitter thread, and the document was also shared about the app emergency guideline. So anyone from the cat herders, they find that this can be probably used among the cat herders or in their individual projects. It would be nice to connect with Supreet Gupta. I hope that's what we meant here, William.
Maybe. I mean, if that's what you wanted, yeah. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you posted the thread a while ago already. But I mean, like, definitely, if it is of use to anyone, you can reach out to either him or myself about it.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you so much for working on this topic with him. I know William has been very much interested into emergency comm and guideline. So having engaged someone from the community is really nice. Thank you, William, for that. I don't have link handy. No, I don't have link handy, but definitely I would like to leave a comment to maybe share that link to people who would like to follow on that thread. They can do that.
I can try and get it to you for like the YouTube notes or something.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Okay, cool. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope to see you in 2 weeks, and you can always share your thoughts on Catheters Discord channel. The general channel is the best place where people find out information about what's going on, and you can always share your thoughts. It would be interesting to learn about what people expect from cat herders in coming months for 2022. Like this is halfway done. So if there are any thoughts or any plans where they think that cat herders can be helpful, that would be really nice to have it discussed on the next call or any of the upcoming calls. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Have a good one, everyone.
Thanks all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.